This is the story of Apollo 13, the mission that failed to reach the moon, but became one of the greatest rescues in space history. Apollo 13. In April 11th, 1970, Apollo 13 launched and destined to be the third mission to land on the moon, a proud continuation of mankind's greatest adventure. The Saturn V rocket thundered off from Kennedy Space Center, carrying 3 men: Commander Jim Lovell, Command Module Pilot Jack Swigert, and Lunar Module Pilot Fred Hayes. Swigert was a last-minute replacement for astronaut Ken Mattingly, who had been grounded due to exposure to rubella. The mission appeared routine, but space has a way of testing us. 2 days after launch, 200,000 miles from Earth, Mission Control requested a routine stir of the spacecraft's oxygen tanks. It should have been simple. Instead, damaged wiring inside one of the tanks ignited. A deafening explosion ripped through the service module. Warning lights blinked. Power systems failed. And in an instant, Apollo 13's moon landing was canceled. The question now wasn't how to reach the moon, it was how to get the astronauts home alive. The situation was dire. Oxygen was leaking into the void of space. Without it, not only could the crew not breathe, but they also couldn't generate electricity or power the spacecraft. To conserve the little that remained for re-entry, the command module was shut down. The crew retreated into the lunar module, a fragile lander designed for 2 men for just 2 days on the moon. Now, it had to keep 3 men alive for 4 days in the freezing darkness of space. Mission Control in Houston worked around the clock, inventing solutions on the fly. One of the greatest challenges was carbon dioxide. The lunar module scrubbers couldn't handle the buildup, and without a fix, the astronauts would suffocate. In one of NASA's most famous improvisations, engineers guided the crew in building a makeshift adapter using tape, plastic, and even pages from a flight manual. It worked. The air was safe again. For 4 tense days, the world held its breath. The crew endured bitter cold, little food, and near exhaustion. But against all odds, the spacecraft looped around the moon and set course back toward Earth. On April 17th,
1970,
at 18:07 UTC, Apollo 13 safely splashed down in the Pacific Ocean. What was once called a disaster became known as NASA's successful failure. No lives were lost, and the lessons learned would protect future missions. Apollo 13 reminds us that sometimes success isn't reaching the goal. Sometimes success is survival. And in survival, we discover the true power of human courage, creativity, and teamwork. Thank you for watching this story of courage and survival. We have many more true stories that will inspire you. Subscribe to our channel, like our video, and stay with us. And we promise we will not disappoint you.